What's up? It's your boy Peter Don of OTFMZ. I'm back. So thank y'all for tuning in. You can make sure you follow us on Instagram at OTFMZ. I know where you can get all the latest music, this is news, drama, whatever. You can find it all on the Instagram. You can also follow us on Twitter at OTFMZ1. Any donation support you can send to our Cash App at OTFMZ. You catch all the latest episodes, all of our interviews, everything on the YouTube channel. And make sure you DM us if you want any merch, OTFNZ t-shirts. You can get your name, your favorite battle rapper, your favorite bar, whatever you want right across the back. Tonight, we do have a rising star with us tonight. We do have Hope Trilly in the building. Fresh off of her battle with Bonnie Godiva. So we're going to get to know Hope Trilly tonight, have some questions. You know how we do, have fun with it tonight. So here she is. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm
Good.
doing pretty good. Just chilling.
What's up? I've been seeing clips of your Bonnie Godiva battle going all over Instagram, Twitter. Everybody's excited for you. How do you feel the battle went?
I feel like the battle went great. Like it was real intense though. I can tell you that. I did feel the pressure of this battle. I mean, I feel the pressure every battle, but this one I felt it.
When you say you felt the pressure, you mean as far as standing in front of a vet or the pressure from the crowd to win, or what do you mean by that?
It was like both. It was like both. It was like, you know, I never stood in front of a vet before. So that was different. And yeah, definitely from the crowd too, because I knew there was a lot of people there that was rooting for me. But I know people are fans of Bonnie too. So it was just like, whew, like, it was different.
Right. And you said this is your first vet. Did that play any role in you dropping the dish that came out right before the battle? I know it was just kind of like out of nowhere, you just came at Bonnie. So
Well, I dissed someone once before a battle, but I did it because I was like kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of bored. Me and Bonnie don't really have a backstory or anything like that or any type of history, so I just did it to spice it up. And she was like cool about it too. Like she was cool. She you know what I'm saying. She said something back or whatever, but it was cool and she showed love. So yeah.
so you said standing in front of Bonnie, you felt that pressure, and this being your first vet, did you gain a whole new respect for Bonnie as a battler, and how did you feel about how she prepared and took the battle?
Yeah, I did gain respect for Bonnie because she was super professional, you know what I'm saying? She was on time, like she was ready to go. Well, she was ready to go though. Like she wasn't there to play no games. Like she was real serious. She, like she has some like crazy rebuttals in there like that I wasn't really expecting it, but I know she does that, but I didn't think she was gonna do it. So but but yeah, it was cool.
That's crazy that you said she professional because Beretta just said she not professional and she don't send back deposits. So it was just like yin and yang over there. No, I'm just
Well, I mean, maybe it's something different with like I guess booking and stuff, but when she there. Like from what I see.
so so let's talk about your road to Bonnie Godiva. How did you initially get into battle rap? How did that come?
Well, I've only been battle rapping for like 2 to 3 years. And like I kind of just got into it because I've been rapping since I was 11 in general. So I uh I kind of came up with like battling and stuff like that and watching battles when I was younger and stuff. So I moved to Atlanta and I realized like, like I could actually like do it for real, like, like try it. So I just gave it a shot. And a lot of people tell me like my style is very like battle rap, battle rap like, I guess. So I was like, well shit, I'll go for it. And I just kept going.
And you also pursue music, where I see a lot of your videos on YouTube. You got a couple bops in there.
Yeah.
So it's
Thank
just
you.
easy to make that transition from music to battle rap, or is it different having to structure your music from your actual battles?
It is a little bit different, like because with music, you kind of go off of a vibe, but battle rapping, it's like, you got to attack your opponent. And oftentimes I find like when I am preparing for a battle, it's a little more difficult to write music because it's just like, I'm trying not to battle the beat. Like, once you're in that mode, it's like, it's a little different, but it's it helps though. It helps the music side, like as far as, challenging my pen and, you know, just staying on my toes when it comes to writing.
So you do find that battle rap has helped your music?
Yeah, definitely.
They say most battle rappers can't make music, so it's like it's interesting to see when artists come into battle rap and but you say it helps. So, um,
hmm
and you said that you moved to Atlanta. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Queens, New York.
Oh, okay, so you're from New York.
Yeah,
It's interesting because you haven't battled in New York up north at all. So,
yeah. Cause I started battling like a year or two after I moved here. I moved here like in 2017, I want to say. So yeah.
and how did you go about getting your first battle, and how do you feel that went? And who was your opponent?
So my first opponent was a guy named PDP, Phil the Prophet. I think he changed his name now, but I don't know. But
Even
yeah,
that bad, even that bad, he had to change his name.
hey, I did win that battle. I did win it, but it came about because I had a friend or whatever who battle raps, and he kind of put me on to ABR, Atlanta Battle Rap. And I just hit them up and I just went from there. I was like, yeah, I just, I want to just try my hand at battle rapping. It's like, well, actually, I was supposed to battle a girl before him, but she backed out on me. And then they gave me him instead, like in a week's time.
Oh, okay.
So I had like a week to prepare for him, and then we battled.
And then you win that battle. You're getting good feedback from everybody. How did you transition from battling guys into then battling women? Is it a difference with the two, or?
Well, I kind of want to I kind of feel like it's a difference. I don't know why. For some reason, I feel more I feel more aggressive if I'm battling a man versus if I'm battling a woman. But like when it's like a man, I just want to straight just violate him. I'm just like I just want to violate him. Like it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing with women, but I don't know. For some reason, I have like this it's like we supposed to stick together though, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I know it's a battle and shit. But men, I don't be giving a fuck. I'll be like whatever.
So she backed down. Yeah, who was your first female that you battled? Furious Styles?
Yeah, Furious Styles. I battled her first.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. How did that battle go? How did you feel about that?
Well, that battle, it went well. It could have been better. She had a lot of hiccups in her rounds. Um, so, but before the battle, she was battling longer than I was, and so everybody was in my ear, she's more seasoned, she's more experienced, and you're gonna have to, really come out there and do your thing. And that's what I did, but it wasn't exactly what I expected. I expected a little more from her, but she's super cool though. But it could have been a better battle.
And you've gotten some major cosigns early in your career. I know you got a cosign from Norbs. And Gaddis was actually on our show. She showed you a lot of love. How does it feel getting such a heavy cosign from a pioneer and a legend like Gaddis? And how do you guys' relationship?
Man, it feels really good to just be acknowledged because I really was just trying this shit out and it just so happened to work. So for them to even acknowledge me, it feels good. And yeah, my relationships with them is strong. I talk to Gaddis often. I speak to Norbs every once in a while, but me and him, we cool too.
They keep that 40 million in the tuck. I feel you. I see.
I told him give me $20.
Yeah,
He act like
in
he
the
ain't hear me,
tuck. I feel you. um,
but
and Young Gaddis actually said when she was on our show that she would want you and our Rex to take out the Bardashians. How do
Mhm.
you feel about 3-on-3 with the Bardashians? And if you could pick a Bardashian for you to take out, which one would it be?
I feel like that shit would be pretty lit. Like if we really did that, I think that would be like crazy to see. That might be one of the best like female battles ever. But if I had to choose, I would say KCJ. Like we kind of talked about it a little bit too. Like I think Gat said she would take official and RX would take Jazz and I take Casey.
I thought she
I
said
think that's what she said.
she wanted Jazz. I thought that's what she said, that she wanted Jazz the most.
Oh,
Um,
maybe she might have said Jazz. I might have got it wrong.
maybe. Um, and you said you and Casey, y'all talked about battling each other one on one.
Nah, we never. I never spoke. I never
Uh,
spoke to her. But I've like people have suggested that I do battle her. I think it would be a dope battle because I like KCJ.
yeah, I
So
think it
yeah.
would too. Why haven't we seen you on Queen of the Ring thus far? Have they not reached out, or is it something that's just not on the radar at this time?
Well, I think it's been like a timing thing
Mhm.
because Debo had reached out to me to do Queen of the Ring before. Babs reached out to me actually before this Bonnie battle,
Mhm.
but I wasn't able to do it. But I'm like when I first met Babs when we did the Ricky Smiley reality show.
I remember that.
So I guess that was like my little taste of Queen of the Ring in a way.
uh,
So but yeah, but I mean I'd like to get on Queen of the Ring one of these days.
in
So yeah.
your dream situation, what would be your ring debut battle?
Hmm. My ring debut battle. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I would have to think some more about that.
I'll ask you again before we get off. So keep that in the back.
All
Um,
right.
and who was your toughest male opponent? I know you said you had a couple males in the chamber, right? Your first couple battles.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I would say my toughest. Well, I've only had two male opponents so far. So I would say Nux,
Nuts.
dude also here out of Atlanta. Yeah.
Would you like to do a kings versus queens situation?
Oh yeah, I would do that.
Any guys
Yeah, I would do
you'd like to match up with?
that. Like one of the like the top tier
Yeah,
dudes.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Man, I don't know. Uh,
Like I'm
give
on
me some names. Give me some
like
names,
I'm
and
on
I'll choose.
like I'm on Family Feud. Your last one.
For real.
Kayshawn, Chilla Jones,
Mm,
B Dot, Geechee Gotti, New Jersey Twerk, Jada Nightwing,
mm,
John the Don, Hitman Holla, Cassidy, Jag, A War, Ill Will, Conceit,
uh,
Cortez, Misfit,
maybe you
Young Gun.
said Misfit.
Yeah,
um damn. Maybe it will.
well,
Who somebody else you said?
I don't know. I said
Oh, you
something.
said conceited. Said conceited. He ain't been battling in a while. But
Unless they bring Wilder out back, you might see him soon. You might, you might see.
yeah. But yeah, I'll say it will. Like what the heck? I'll say him.
And I know you mentioned your battle. We talked about you battling Bonnie, and she was your first vet, but she wasn't originally supposed to be your first vet. You did have a matchup with 40 bars. How did it
Mhm.
feel when that battle didn't come about for you? I know that's probably a big matchup for you. Probably were excited about.
Yeah, I was excited. I was pretty disappointed because I prepared a lot for that battle,
Mhm.
but but we spoke about it and everything. But but I mean, like everything happens for a reason. So, you know,
Uh,
maybe it just wasn't that time to battle her for real. Maybe I just needed to step with Bonnie first. So
was it supposed to be one round or two rounds?
it was it one round? No, I think it was one. Yeah, it was one.
So if it was one, it's probably better off it didn't happen because when you want 40, you want your full, battle with 40. Um, and what was the reason that she couldn't make the battle, or is that something that she spoke about, or
She said she was sick. She was sick before the battle.
did you
Yeah.
guys are you something that you want to reschedule, or
We talked about rescheduling it, but it was like a lot of it was a little like difficulties like between people and stuff. So I kind of was just like, you know, like we'll just let it go. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe one day we can though. But I wasn't afterwards. I guess my momentum kind of died down for it because I was so hyped for it.
Mhm.
So I was just like, I wasn't impressed about it.
with that? Why do you feel? I mean, you have a buzz, right? But I feel like you have a buzz that's kind of like a underground or undertone type of buzz, if that makes sense. Like you
Hmm.
hear your name here and there, but you haven't like when you mention like the breakout stars or the new girls, you haven't reached that status, or do you? What do you feel like it's going to take for you to reach that next level, and become that breakthrough female battle?
Mm, I think just I guess maybe just the right battle, the
Hmm.
right like I guess the moment will come eventually. The more people get to know me, get to know who I am, they'll catch on.
Do you feel as though the Bonnie battle is going to be that battle for you once it drops?
It could be because I've been getting a lot of feedback and stuff, and people been hitting me left and right about stuff. So it could be that one.
Big faces, Casey J. I think Casey J came under the LTF in the comments, and she was like, "Oh, okay, like she's shooting." So then maybe
Yeah,
that'd be a good setup for your next battle. Better
yeah,
decide.
yeah. Maybe so.
um, and then I know you have a battle with Blue Cocaine. How did that battle go turn out for you? How did you like that battle? How you feel?
I like I like that battle a lot because Blue had she still has like a pretty decent fan base. Like her fan base is huge. Like she gets a lot of love and a lot of support. And she's dope. Like she's dope at what she does. Like her performance is crazy. You know what I'm saying? She got jokes and stuff like that. But yeah, that battle was I guess that was when I first like that was like another level up type of battle.
Mhm.
That battle is also my highest view. So yeah, it
I
was a
know
good battle though.
she comes from like making skits on social media, um and that's kind of
Mhm.
where most of her fan base comes from. If I'm not mistaken, I heard she has actually retired. Were you familiar with her before the battle, or were you familiar with her from her skits, or did you just primarily know her from battle
Yeah, I first saw her in one of her skits.
rap?
I forgot what the name of it was, but she was. I think it was something like when your girlfriend's a battle rapper
Battle
or
rapper.
something like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and I didn't know who she was at first. Like, I didn't know she really battle rap, and then somebody's like yeah, you should battle Blue Cocaine. I'm like, who is that again? And then they was like, they showed me who she was. I'm like, yo, I know who she is. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, like, I'm like, wow, whole time I ain't even know. But yeah.
So you feel like you said that was your favorite battle. Do you feel like that was your most challenging battle thus far? As far as like your opponent?
I think hmm, I think my battles have gotten like progressively more challenging. Like I think that was my first time, like my first time really feeling challenged like that with Blue. And then after Blue, it was Lady J, and I felt a little more challenged because it was like because Lady J has been battling for longer than both of us,
Mm.
so she was kind of used to it too. And yeah, and now we at Bonnie, but yeah, it was challenging.
And how did your battle go with Lady J? You feel you won? You feel she won? I know she, she has her confidence is through the roof. So how did you feel about that battle?
Yeah, I feel like I won that battle too. I feel like I won every battle. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I feel like I
undefeated.
won all my battles. Yeah.
um, and then I know you. I don't know how familiar you are with OTFMZ, the timeline and stuff like that. But Miss Merck actually recently backed out on Lady J. They said she came to the city, but she didn't show up to the battle because of her outfit. How would you feel if something like that happened to you? And how do you feel about Miss Merck doing that to Lady J? Like,
Dang, her outfit. I did see a little bit about that, but I wasn't sure exactly what the reason was, but it was her outfit. What was wrong with her outfit?
they said she from the story that's going around, she hasn't spoken out yet. She came with one outfit. She didn't like the way it looked when she put it on, so she didn't come to do the battle. I don't know how familiar you are with with Miss Merck, but her last battle was against Casey J. She choked every round. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for that, she battled. She had a few other battles where she basically choked every round, and then she had a one rounder. So
Okay.
it's just like a big moment for her return, and then she backs out because of the outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I don't feel like that's cool. Like that's not cool. You can't back out because of an outfit. It's like put anything on, put some sweatpants on or something. Like, you
She,
know.
she probably didn't want to be out here like Beatrice and Hood Tana. They drug Hood Tana all through social media. She probably didn't want that moment. um,
Damn.
so as far as female battlers and like Miss Merck and you talked about Gaddis and the vets, who would be on your Mount Rushmore as far as female battle rap?
Um, I would say 40, Jazz, Miss Hustle. It's four people on the Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
well,
Hey, I bet. And Hustle and Gaddis. I'll put them up there.
you get a lot of well, I've heard like people compare you to Jazz the rapper. How does it feel to be compared to such a staple in female battle rap so early in your career?
Um, well, I take it as a compliment because I like jazz. I respect jazz. Um, I think like I kind of can see where people get that from. I guess because our like laid back and relaxed like
Demeanor.
attitude, but when we go, we go.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I kind of get that. Yeah, I take it as a compliment.
And then you gave me your Mount Rushmore, right? So let's rank your Mount Rushmore in order.
Hmm. Just as far as everything, like overall.
Yeah, your overall, those your four Mount Rushmores, if you put them in order from best to worst.
Hmm, I'll say. Hmm, I I want to say. I'm gonna say 40 hustle,
My dog is going.
jazz, and then get. What you say?
My dog is going crazy. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I would say 40 hustle, jazz, and then get.
Okay. We got your your Mount Rushmore. Who are your bottom five female battle rappers right now? If you can pick anybody, but just like give it up. I watched enough of your battles. Just stop. It ain't working. Who would that be?
Bottom five. Hmm. Um. Damn. I don't know. Throw out some names. To me. Throw out some names.
All right. You see. Oh, boom. The Nemesis.
I like Nemesis.
I'm gonna say a name. You give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's do that. Boom. So Nemesis.
I like Nemesis. She got room for improvement like everybody else though, but I like Nemesis.
China.
I gotta watch some more China's battles, but from what I've heard like clips of her stuff, and she dope too. So don't do it.
Miss Lisa.
Haven't heard Miss Lisa like that, so I can't really say yes or no. I'm gonna just be in the middle with
Miss Queen.
it.
Miss Queen.
Miss Queen,
Yeah.
I ain't heard of her neither.
Oh, you ain't never heard of Miss Queen? Ooh, she's gonna go off.
I,
Body more. You gotta watch Miss
I
Queen versus
haven't.
Miss Queen versus Nina Cruzade. You gotta go watch that.
All
J
right,
Smooth.
Jay Smooth, you said.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched her battles like that either. Like that.
Lady Caution.
I like Lady Caution.
Okay.
I like Lady Caution. I wouldn't put her in my bottom five.
E Heart.
Nah, she wouldn't be in the bottom five. She
Fair Funeral.
mm, I wouldn't put Farrah in the bottom five either.
Coffee Brown.
Nah, I wouldn't put Coffee Brown in there either. She nice.
Miss Miami.
Miss Miami. You know, I had a bar about her. See, like I don't know. Like bar wise, I feel like her bars could be better. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's bad or anything. I feel
She
like
got
her
a lot
bars
of
could be stronger.
she got a lot of presence. You
Yeah,
know,
she's
she can command your attention, but it's like you want to hear a little more. I understand where you're going with it. Like
yeah, like she's a little too aggressive. It's like it got to be a little more controlled.
you you
As
too
I would say,
you're too aggressive for what you're saying. Like,
right,
but
right.
um the Panic. You ever heard of Panic?
I've heard of Panic. She's cool. I went see. It ain't really too many people like that is just straight like
Trash.
nah, like you're trash. Like yeah, like I don't like. That's just my honest.
Try-
That's
You,
my honest
you
answer.
try to be optimistic.
Not even that. It's just like I don't. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I feel like I don't watch. I don't like. I'm not gonna watch a battle if it's not good.
That's-
Like so, I don't. I don't really see too many bad battles.
What's your favorite battle?
My favorite battle. Hmm. Um. I like. I liked Iron Solomon and Rum Nitty. I
Okay,
like that battle.
I like Iron Sound.
Um. I like um Gaddis versus Hustle. I like that shit too. That's like one of my favorites. Uh hmm, I like Twerk and Rum Nitty too. That was a good battle.
When he jacked,
Uh
grabbed for the shirt.
um I'm trying to think of one more. Uh hmm, damn, what was that 2-on-2 with it was Hitman and I
John.
want to say it was John the Don.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forgot who they battled though. It was
There too, and I can't even remember. I think I was still on cloud nine from Bardashian when um But I was the I can't remember who they battled. Oh, it was Geechee. Was it Geechee Gotti and somebody? Because I remember they did the hiding behind. Oh wait, no, maybe it was just shooting at Geechee because they did the hiding behind the tree thing. I could look it up.
Um, I feel like it was. hmm, I don't want to be wrong. Like I
Goods
don't
and
know if it was
clips. Goods and
Hollow.
clips. Goods and clips.
Oh, Goods and Clip. Yeah, yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
They just shot at
Yeah,
Geechee. That's why I remember Geechee.
yeah.
If you could do a 2-on-2, who would be your partner? I see they just did like the double impact, vets and rookies. Who would be your partner and who would y'all be going against?
Um, if I had to choose like off rip, I would say Gaddis because like that's the only person I really discussed a 2-on-2 with
Mhm.
like that. Um, Probably Gaddis. You know what? I would do it. I would do a 2-on-2 with J2 too because he's
Yeah, I have
fire.
seen him supporting you too. He be behind you in your battles and stuff like that.
hmm Um, yeah. As far as who we would battle though, mm, I'm not sure who we would battle. But if I had to choose a partner, I would probably choose one of them.
Okay. And do you feel like you are ready for the big stage? With the battles that you put in, are you ready to debut on the caffeine or a big URL platform at this time?
Um, I feel like I still need a couple more battles under my belt first,
Mhm.
but but I don't think it would take long for me to get ready.
Who do
But yeah.
you, if you had to, like classify yourself as a battler, like who are you as a battler? Are you a schemer? Are you a puncher? What do you consider yourself as a battler?
I would say I'm more of a puncher.
Mhm.
And that's what I often hear. Like I feel like I'm witty, but I'm also a puncher.
Well, that's kind of the same characteristic as Jazz too. She's like witty, but she punches. Um,
Mhm.
would you like to see maybe you and a Yoshi G? I know she's had like a big breakout year. Is that something that maybe you'd be interested in?
Me and Yoshi talked about that too. I would battle Yoshi. That would be cool. That would actually, for your question, like that would be a cool battle. Me and Yoshi on
For
Queen of the
your
Ring.
for your debut, you and Yoshi G?
Yeah,
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 maybe
that'd be
in
dope.
Atlanta though. Y'all both, got the little Atlanta area buzz, so that would be probably
Yeah.
good for y'all in Atlanta if they do something in Atlanta.
hmm Yeah, that'd be dope.
Let me shut up. How do you feel about battle rap going from, the crowd setting to a no crowd setting? And do you feel like that's something that you would probably enjoy or do you like the crowd?
Um, well, I like the crowd because I want people to I want to hear what people think
Mhm.
initially, like after I say it. But um I never battle like with no crowd, so I don't know exactly how that would be. I feel like it feels awkward. Like when you're doing it, like I feel like when you're actually rapping, that shit probably feel awkward as hell. Like, um, but yeah, like when the whole COVID thing popped off, like and people was doing the virtual battles and and then we moved to the no crowd thing. I was kind of like, nah, I want the crowd. Like I want people there. I want to have the full experience.
Mhm.
But
So you didn't do any like
yeah,
online. I know for a period of time people were doing the online battles. You didn't participate in that. You waited for the crowd to come back.
yeah. hmm
If you could take this opportunity to call out anybody, any female battlers, just come see you in Atlanta or take next battle, who would that be?
hmm KCJ, what up? What up?
It's Jay.
Yo,
I actually
yeah.
want to see that now. I think that would be dope. Um,
Mhm.
and if you had to pick out of your next opponent out of Nemesis and China, two girls that you did the Queens of Battle Rap show with last night, who would you rather take?
Shit, I'd rather take China because she was like gunning for me. Like, yo, like, yeah, like, I gotta see you.
Yeah,
So, hey, yeah, we might have to set that up too.
yeah, I like that. China's definitely fire. I think that'll be a dope matchup. She
Hmm.
actually had a recent battle coming out, I think against Unique Fatal, so that should be dropping soon. Around the same time you and Bonnie drop. So definitely. How you? A lot of the new girls are coming at the vets. This records are dropping. It seems to be like every hour on the hour. Is a top tier disc. Something that you may want to have in the works. Coming at the vets, so maybe new girls to kind of get your name more in the mix. Or was Bonnie just it for you at this time?
Right now, nah, Bonnie was just it for me. But I do see a lot of new girls sending shots at the vets. Now I think it's cool though,
Mm.
because it's just like I don't think any of them is like serious, like trying to, what I'm saying? It's just, whatever. It's just something to do. But I feel like a lot of the vets like kind of taking it to heart, like, like taking it hard.
They're not used to it. They're not used to people coming for their spots, and all the other new girls before kind of like knew their place. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
these new girls coming and they just don't care. How do you feel about 40 saying a lot of the new girls just don't have the it factor?
Well, um, yeah, I had talked about this yesterday too. Like, I mean, like we're still new, so we still have time to grow, time to develop. You know, they don't sound the same way they sounded in 2012 now. So
Is
it's
that a good
like,
thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just that they had to grow
Mhm.
into the full on vet that they are now.
Right.
So it's like it's kind of the same for us, you know.
And,
So
and
yeah,
then
but
and
I
then
feel where she coming from though.
like with that being said, there are some times where the vets have stood in front of these rookies, and these rookies have arguably beat them. You have Yoshi and Tori. You have Cheddar and 40. You have Cheddar and Official. Potentially you and Bonnie. Um, how does that kind of alter her opinion as far as you guys not having the it factor if they're standing in front of you and potentially losing?
Yeah, that definitely like goes at what she said. Like it's like you can't you can't put everybody in a box like that. I mean, I know she did say certain people that she felt, but she also did say, what I'm saying, as a whole, what I mean. Um, but yeah, like it's like you just said, like some new girls, like they standing in front of them and really holding their own. So that says a lot, you
Mhm.
know. So and not everybody is supposed to have the it factor, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
True. I even some of the bets, I don't feel like all of them have the it factor. If you could pick
Mhm.
some girls to maybe be on the team with you for a rookies versus vet situation, who would be five rookies that you want to take with you on the vets?
Um, hmm. I would take I would take Yoshi because of what she's been doing so far. Um, I would take. mm, Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Um, Damn, I want to say Lady Caution, but she's not really a rookie like that.
She been battling
Not.
Young and Jazz.
Yeah, yeah. So she's not really
Thought
a
it was
rookie.
Jazz.
Um, Cheddar considered a rookie. She considered a rookie.
I would put Cheddar on the rookies versus vets,
Yeah, we could put Cheddar in there too.
even though she did want to
Um.
be more on that side
Oh.
than the vets.
Okay. Um. I would put. Um. I would put Coffee in there too. Um. Yeah, I'll put them in there. That's all I think of right now.
You, Cheddar, Coffee, and Yoshi. 4. You need one more. You come on one more. You just did a show with two new girls last night. Boom.
True, true. Um, hmm. Well then I could put China in there too. I could put China in there.
Um,
She got like she got like that real like no holds barred like type of
that
like hunger.
yeah, that don't give a F type of vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely. I see that too. She definitely have a bright future in female battle rap. I think you do too as well. I think that's why I definitely wanted to get you on the show. I've been, keeping track, especially your later battles. I watched the Buka Kane, Lady J. I'm definitely excited to see the Bonnie battle. The clips definitely look fire. Uh, what is your social media so that everybody can make sure that they follow you, they find you?
You can find me everywhere at Hope Trilly on Instagram, Hope Trilly, Facebook, Hope Trilly, Twitter. I'm on Clubhouse too. I'm on Clubhouse.
I'm on Clubhouse too. I'm on Clubhouse too. Y'all make sure y'all follow both of us in Clubhouse. It be a lot on Clubhouse. A lot of stuff to keep up with, especially battle rap wise. Any
Mhm.
final words for anybody, any of the rookies, any of the vets, female battle rap? What do you want everybody to know about Hope Trilly and your 2021?
Hmm. Just know that I'm coming. Like my time is really coming soon. And I think female battle rap is in good hands. Also, I want to put in there that you can also find all my stuff on YouTube too. You can find my music on all streaming platforms. Just search Hope Trilly. I got an album coming. It's called Never Lose Hope.
Never
I'm
lose.
yeah. So
Any
yeah, I got
singles
some stuff
dropping
on the way.
from that? Any two?
Yeah, I am gonna well, I got one single out for it now. It's called McLaren. I got two singles out right now. McLaren and Off the Rip. And
And
I was just featured in a music video as well called Sleep Paralysis.
yeah, and she has some dope videos. I will give her that. Like it'd be well directed, ain't no cheap little camera phone videos. She have nice videos. Her music is dope. Y'all make sure y'all follow Hope Trilly on everything. Go get her album when it drops. Any projects that she have out now on my Apple Music. So I definitely do my part. Any merch coming? Anything like that? Anything in the works?
Oh yeah, merch coming soon, website coming soon, all of that. Where you can find everything, one stop shop.
Oh, we definitely appreciate having you. Hopefully maybe when the Bonnie battle drops, we can have you come back up and we do like a little recap with us. Hopefully we can have everybody here that time. Shout out to Hurricane Dew, shout out to Dakari. Um, we appreciate you coming through and showing us some love. And y'all make sure y'all look out for Hope Trilly versus Bonnie Godiva, and that's dropping on Battle Rap Society.
Yes, sir. It was a pleasure. I appreciate y'all having me.
Thank you for coming through. You have a great night.
All right, you too.
All right, that was Hope Trilly. Y'all make sure y'all follow us again at OTFMZ on Instagram. OTFMZ one on Twitter. That way you can get all the latest updates in battle rap, female battle rap, music. This is comments, whatever you need, you can get it all on our social media platforms. You can also find us on Facebook at Only the Family Media Zone. Y'all could join our Facebook group, OTFMZ. Um, Make sure y'all show us love at the Cash App at OTFMZ. Make sure y'all, if y'all want a shirt, y'all can DM us on OTFMZ on Instagram to place your order. You can get the back customized with your favorite bar, your name, your favorite battle rapper, whatever you want on the back. Um, Possibly some color options if you want a specific color. Just let us know. We'll let you know if we can do that for you or not. I'm Peter Don. Shout out to Hurricane Dew, Dakari, the whole OTFMZ staff. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Clear the Air this Sunday at 7, where we'll be recapping everything that happened in female battle rap. It's me, Peter Don. Shout out to Trilly, and y'all have a wonderful night.